So I have, I don't know what it exactly is called, but because I don't have a thyroid, I am definitely medicated dependent. I have to have my medication. I had gone 6 months without it, knowing I needed it. I went to a different urgent care normally, and they would just fill it. But this particular time, they said, we can't keep doing this for you. You have got to start seeing a doctor. Because my blood levels have to be monitored. Every 6 weeks you have to have them monitored. And so I was like, okay, but I need the medication now. So they gave me a little bit of medication, but said you have to find a doctor. So I'm like, I'm not insured. I have no insurance. So I don't know where I'm supposed to go. And that's when a coworker told me there's a new clinic. And so that's when I went to Gateway. When I went there, I went to get just my thyroid medication. I knew I was going to need blood testing eventually, but I needed a more routine place that I could constantly stay filled. And so the day I came in, my oxygen was real low. It was in the 80s. I mean, it was a struggle bus. And so he said, no, we've got to run more tests. So because he was very persistent, I'm still insisting that, look, this is just thyroid related, this is just COPD, not a big deal. I started going to Gateway in August of 2022, and he just started running tests. And I didn't want to do them because I said, again, I'm not insured. And he said, don't worry, and the nurses there said, don't worry, fill out this packet, trust me, everything will be paid for. And it was. And I had to have a chest x-ray first. The chest x-ray showed something in my lung. We didn't know what. He said, that's not good enough, now you need the CAT scan. So we went and had a CAT scan. They said, nope, not good enough. The people at Gateway, the nurses, the doctor there, all fought to get me a PET scan. I had cancer in my breast, I had cancer in my lung, and I had cancer in my lung lymph node. What kind it was, we didn't know. At the time, they thought I was in 4th stage lung cancer or 4th stage breast cancer. I went through 27 rounds of chemo. I went through 63 rounds of radiation. We found a second cancer in my breast. I've had several surgeries, and now it is in my brain. And so my prognosis is I have stopped all treatment. But if it were not for Gateway, if it were not for that doctor, those nurses, I wouldn't have known, because I was assuming it was just my COPD and my thyroid. They wouldn't take no for an answer, and I got an extra 21 months that I wouldn't have had. There's no sense in being sad. You know, I know that I have minimum 3 to 9 months left. Okay, so how do I finish my race? Do I sit in my recliner and go, well, Lord, I'm ready whenever you're ready for me? Or do I do something like this? Because I'm passionate about this. I still have a race to finish. I'm not done. God didn't take me home yet. So as long as there's breath, there's hope. And as long as there's hope, there's Marjorie.